Hi there. Welcome to Book Summary. Today we will summarize the book, All My Sons by Arthur Miller. All My Sons is a powerful play written by Arthur Miller in 1947. It's a thought-provoking exploration of moral responsibility, the consequences of wartime profiteering, and the impact of a tragic decision on one American family. The story revolves around the Keller family, primarily Joe Keller, a successful businessman, and his wife, Kate. The Kellers live in a small American town in the aftermath of World War II, and they are dealing with the emotional scars left by the war. The play opens with the Keller's son, Larry, missing in action during the war, presumed dead. This event has had a profound impact on the family, particularly on Kate, who refuses to accept Larry's death and clings to the hope that he will return one day. The other Keller son, Chris, survived the war and is now back home working at his father's factory. Chris is a straightforward and idealistic character who believes in honesty and integrity. He is also in love with Larry's former fiancée, Ann Deaver. Anne, who used to live next door to the Kellers, returns to town, and it becomes evident that she and Chris have a deep connection. However, her arrival brings tension to the household because Anne's brother, George Deaver, was Joe Keller's business partner and is currently in prison for selling defective airplane parts to the military, which led to the deaths of 21 pilots during the war. The central moral conflict in the play stems from Joe Keller's involvement in the sale of those faulty airplane parts. Joe was exonerated and released from prison because he convinced the court that he was not aware of the parts' defects, and blamed the entire scheme on his partner, Steve Deaver, Anne's father. However, it becomes increasingly clear that Joe was aware of the problems with the parts, and knowingly shipped them to the military to fulfill a large contract, prioritizing profit over safety. This revelation is a devastating blow to Chris, who had idolized his father. The tension escalates as George Deaver arrives in town, determined to uncover the truth about his father's conviction. He confronts Joe Keller, who attempts to justify his actions by arguing that he did it for his family, to secure their future. The moral dilemma at the heart of the play is whether it is ever acceptable to sacrifice others for the benefit of one's own family. As the truth unfolds and Joe's culpability becomes undeniable, the family is torn apart. Chris is horrified by his father's actions, and struggles with her loyalty to her family and her love for Chris. Kate, however, is unable to accept the truth about Joe, clinging to her belief that Larry is alive and will return. The play climaxes with a heart-wrenching confrontation between Joe and Chris. Chris's disillusionment and anger boil over, leading to a devastating and tragic conclusion that exposes the deep wounds caused by Joe's choices. All My Sons is a powerful commentary on the moral complexities of wartime profiteering, and the personal toll it takes on individuals and families. Arthur Miller's writing delves into the psychological and emotional impact of a father's betrayal on his son, the burden of guilt, and the difficulty of reconciling personal gain with societal responsibility. The character of Joe Keller embodies the moral ambiguity of profiteering during wartime. He is not a villain in the traditional sense, but a man who made a tragic decision that had far-reaching consequences. His character raises questions about the broader societal context in which such decisions are made and the consequences they have on the individuals involved. Chris Keller, on the other hand, represents idealism and the struggle to maintain one's integrity in a world tainted by corruption. His journey from admiration for his father to disillusionment is a central theme of the play. Anne's character adds complexity to the story. Ash grapples with her loyalty to her family and her love for Chris. Her presence serves as a catalyst for the unfolding drama and the revelation of painful truths. Kate Keller's character is perhaps the most tragic in the play. Her refusal to accept Larry's death and her unwavering loyalty to Joe, despite mounting evidence of his guilt, highlight the devastating impact of denial and the lengths to which one can go to protect one's illusions. In conclusion, All My Sons by Arthur Miller is a compelling and emotionally charged drama that explores themes of moral responsibility, the consequences of wartime profiteering, and the impact of a tragic decision on a family. The play's characters grapple with questions of integrity, guilt, and the blurred lines between personal and societal responsibility. Arthur Miller's masterful storytelling and probing examination of human nature continue to resonate with audiences, making All My Sons a timeless and thought-provoking work of American theater. Finally, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will leave a link to the book in the description below. Please share your thoughts in the comments and please consider subscribing. Thank you.